31 years ago, on October 1st, 1990, the RPF Inkotanyi forces made the final decision to launch a campaign to overthrow the dictatorship and racism that led to the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Some veterans with disabilities related to the war of liberating the nation and those who lost their families during the genocide believe that it was patriotism and love for the nation that motivated them to sacrifice their lives to liberate those in the shackles of persecution. They also thank those that paid them a visit on this day. Not having a home country is painful because you're constantly at ease. Our primary goal or our main motivation was to make sure a person regains his or her rights of having a home or a country he or she calls home. On Friday, a group of youth volunteers from Kichukiro district and genocide survivors from Niwoye sector organized a visit to the disabled veterans in the struggle to liberate the nation in appreciation of their contribution to the reconstruction of Rwanda to this date. They say they are also committed to upholding the values of patriotism and continuing to preserve what has been achieved. As the youth, we have to first understand that we are the power of the nation, and as youth volunteers, we play our part to contribute to the country with the support of His Excellency. Thanks to him, he is our role model. Experts in politics and the chairperson of Rwanda Elders Advisory Forum, Honorable Tito Rutaremara, says that on October 1st, 1990 was the day the Inkotanyi launched what he called the Option Z, which means liberation of the country with the use of firearms. It was the beginning of the fight to liberate Rwanda and the end of the genocide against the Tutsi. He said what motivated them to do so was patriotism. He called on Rwandans to be patriotic. Today reminds us of how we came to the conclusion of Option Z and how we told the whole world that we are going to liberate our nation and overthrow the dictatorship at the time. What motivated us was the love for our nation, of which the price was life sacrifices in order to liberate her. We still need the spirit of patriotism, now even more, because we need to build our country in all aspects and develop, whereby a Rwandan does not wish to be an American or a Chinese, but instead operate in such a way that a Chinese wishes to be a Rwandan. After 30 years, people around the world have told the Rwanda Broadcasting Agency that they are happy that Rwanda is a country that puts the interests of people first and without discrimination. Patriotism has given Rwanda a new look and transformed the lives of the people in contrast to the past. Jane Mutoni, RTV News.
To security matters now, the Rwanda National Police, in collaboration with the Rwanda Investigation Bureau, have arrested 13 people who were planning terrorism attacks on various infrastructures in the city of Kigali.
Rwandan security forces say they have arrested 13 people, including one woman, who were planning to damage various infrastructures in Kigali city. The Rwanda National Police, in collaboration with the Rwanda Investigation Bureau, arrested them on different dates. This Friday, they were presented to the media. They say the detainees had links to terrorist groups, and while they were arrested, they had various tools in possession, which they were to use when executing their plan, including wires, nails, mobile phones, explosives, and tutorials on how to use them. Some members of the group explained that they had planned to carry out the bombings in different parts of Kigali city and that they were collaborating or working hand in hand with other people from neighboring countries, including the Democratic Republic of Congo. We had planned to put an explosive in a box and then wrap it with the toilet paper and then place it in a fridge shop located in the Kigali City Tower. According to the National Police, a preliminary investigation in collaboration with RIB shows that the group is working with the Allied Democratic Forces ADF terrorist group, working with ISIS on extremism, idealism, and how to detonate bombs. The spokesperson of the Rwanda National Police, CP John Bosco Kabera, says the police will not tolerate those who engage themselves in acts of terrorism. These people were arrested on different dates last month, and the investigation revealed that they were working with the ADF, a group affiliated with ISIS group. Citizens are required to provide information and understand that these elements of ethics are baseless. Terrorism cannot prevail. For whatever reason, this kind of act shouldn't be tolerated. RIB says some members of the group have been caught in the act and are currently being prosecuted for 7 crimes, including being in the terrorism group, engaging in and participating in acts of terrorism, forming a terrorism group or joining it, and other crimes. RIB spokesperson Dr. Murangira Thierry says those who engage in terrorist activities will not succeed because the security forces are vigilant.
Bafatiwe Kicukiro aho bari mu nzu bari kwigishwa uburyo bikoreshwa.
They were arrested at Kicukiro, where they were being taught how to use them. We told them that they won't achieve anything apart from the horrific consequences such as imprisonment. They cannot succeed because the police and security agencies are vigilant. We also thank the people for their role in providing information. Keep up the good work.
Turabashimira cyane n'umwanya mwiza wo kubashimira.
The ADF group, which is said to be working with this group, is already operating in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo in North Kivu province. According to the charges against them, the maximum sentence is 25 years in prison, while the minimum is 7 years in prison. Jane Mutoni, RTV News.